Welcome to Learn for Grow, your passport to effective communication and confident expression. Join our English communication series where simplicity meets impact. Subscribe now for easy, enjoyable lessons that evaluate your conversation skill. Let's make language your superpower together. Hit subscribe. Let the communication adventure begin.
Hey, hello guys, welcome back to the English language learning series. This is me, Praveen. As we learning the English grammar tenses. In that, already we have completed few of the topics like past indefinite tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense in past tense series. Okay, and already we have did the videos on present tense also. If you didn't watch, please follow my YouTube channel and watch this video if you didn't watch. Okay, and in this session today we are going to learn about the past perfect tense. This is the last types of past tenses as we know. Let's jump into the past perfect continuous tense. Let's look into the definition of past perfect continuous tense. See here, the past perfect continuous tense is a grammatical form used to express action or situation that were going on or in progress over a period of time before another point in the past. Means it is already situation going on or in progress before the another point is started. Okay, from the example we can understand the definition also, and here we have using the combination of means the helping verb is had been, and with the main verb we are using here ing, means it is formed by combining had been with the present participle of the main verb ing form. Okay, this is the simple definition of past perfect continuous tense. Let's get into the example. See here, we have taken an example. See here, she had been studying for hours before the exam. This sentence emphasizes the duration of an action or situation that occurred before a specific past moment. Means the past moment is exam, right? See here, she had been studying. This is the past situation or activity she is doing, right? And before the exam means this is also exam also in past only. Before the exam she had been studying for hour before the exam. I hope you understood. Let's have a different form of sentences and the different form of rules whatever we have studying, right? Let's have a first one, affirmative sentence rule. See here, this is the simple rule which was I have given here. Subject plus had been plus main verb form 1 plus ing plus object plus since or for. This is the basic rule, structural rule of affirmative sentence. In past perfect continuous tense, we need to be follow this rule and we can form the sentences. Let's have a helping verb had been. As I said, here we have using had been is a helping verb, means auxiliary verb. Let's understand through the examples. First example, here we have given she had been cooking dinner since 5 o'clock. Just correlate with the example with formula. Let's see here, subject is a she as we know, had been is a helping verb, cook is the main verb form 1, at the main verb form we placed ing form, and dinner is the object since 5 o'clock. Alright, I hope you understood. Like that only we have another example. They had been studying English for 3 hours. Let's see here. They is the subject, had been is the helping verb, study is the main verb form 1. At the end of the main verb form we can place studying, means that was continuing, and English is the object for 3 hours. Okay, now I will read the example. Just correlate with the formula and understand. Okay, let's have a he had been playing basketball since noon. We had been waiting for the bus for 30 minutes. The workers had been repairing the road since last week. She had been reading a book for 2 hours. They had been watching TV since morning. He had been sleeping for 10 hours. We had been talking on the phone for a long time. The dog had been barking loudly since midnight. She had been working on her project for days. They had been traveling around Europe for a month. He had been studying for the exam since morning. We had been driving for hours without a break. The children had been playing outside for hours. She had been waiting for him since noon. They had been working in the garden for hours. He had been exercising at the gym since morning. We had been enjoying the party for hours. The baby had been crying for hours. She had been painting the house since last month. These are the examples we have taken based on the I have given the rule. Okay, what we have observed here, based on the rule only we have given the examples. We need to observe here, we need to place an had been is the auxiliary verb. At the end of the main verb form we need to place ing form, we need to mention ing form, and object at the last. Since means we need to mention a time. Okay, since or for at the end we need to mention a time. Okay, this is the observation of affirmative sentence rule. This is the very simple. You need to write the sentences, examples whichever I have given, and just practice, and it will get into your mind and it will be very useful for your communication. Let's jump into the next one, that is negative sentence rule. Here we have given the rule here. See, subject plus had plus not plus been plus moving main verb form 1 plus ing plus object plus since verb form, means whatever we have given here, this is the same as the affirmative sentence rule. We only here additionally added the not negation word, right? Means this is the negative sentence. As we know, the nature of negative sentence is negation, right? That's why we have mentioned here in between had been we have mentioned not. That is the slight difference compared to the affirmative sentence. Rest of things are same. Okay, let's have a helping verb here. As we know, had been here is a helping verb. Let's have an example. She had not been cooking dinner since 5 o'clock. Based on the rule only we have written the example. See here, she is the subject, had plus not plus been plus cook is a main verb form 1. At the end cook ing. Object is a dinner since 5 o'clock. Okay, based on the rule only we have given the example. Let's have one more. They had not been studying English for 3 hours. Here also they is a subject, had plus not plus been study plus ing. English is the object for 3 hours. Okay, there is a subject, had plus not plus been, study is main verb form 1 and ing, and English is object for 3 hours. Like that only, he had not been playing basketball since noon. Here also he is a subject, had is a helping verb, not mention negation, been also helping verb, play is the main verb form 1. At the end of the play we mention playing, means ing, and basketball is the object since noon, as we given in the rule only. Now I will read the example, just correlate with the rule whichever I have given. We had not been waiting for the bus for 30 minutes. The workers had not been repairing the road since last week. She had not been reading a book for 2 hours. They had not been watching TV since morning. He had not been sleeping for 10 hours. We had not been talking on the phone for a long time. The dog had not been barking loudly since midnight. She had not been working on her project for days. They had not been traveling around Europe for a month. He had not been studying for the exam since morning. We had not been driving for hours without a break. The children had not been playing outside for hours. She had not been waiting for him since noon. They had not been working in the garden for hours. He had not been exercising at the gym since morning. We had not been enjoying the party for hours. The baby had not been crying for hours. These are the examples of negative sentence rule. Whatever we have observed here means we have observed here not only mention, rest of things are as per the affirmative sentence rule only. I hope you understood. Let's get into the next one, that is interrogative sentence rule. Here see the basic rule of structure of an interrogative sentence is had plus subject plus been plus main verb form 1 plus ing plus object plus since or for plus question mark. This is the basic structure. As we know, in every interrogative sentence the auxiliary verb will come at the beginning, means helping verb will come at the beginning, right? Because the nature of interrogative sentence is asking the information or asking the question. How we can understand? Because we have placed question mark at the end. Okay, just keeping that the only common sense and you can understood, right? Here also we have using had been is a helping verb. Let's have examples. From the examples we can correlate with the rule whichever I have given. Let's have a first one. Had she been cooking dinner since 5 o'clock? Means here asking, right? Had she been cooking dinner since 5 o'clock? Right? Like that only. Had they been studying English for 3 hours? Had he been playing basketball since noon? See here, had is a helping verb, he is a subject, been is a auxiliary verb, play is a main verb form 1. At the end we mention ing. Basketball is the object, since, and at the end we have mentioned question mark. Based on the rule only we have given the example, right? Like that only. Had we been waiting for the bus for 30 minutes? Had the workers been repairing the road since last week? Had she been reading a book for 2 hours? Had they been watching TV since morning? Had he been sleeping for 10 hours? Had we been talking on the phone for a long time? Had the dog been barking loudly since midnight? Had she been working on her project for days? Had they been traveling around Europe for a month? Had he been studying for the exam since morning? Had we been driving for hours without a break? Had the children been playing outside for hours? Had she been waiting for him since noon? Had they been working in the garden for hours? Had he been exercising at the gym since morning? Had we been enjoying the party for hours? Had the baby been crying for hours? These are the examples of interrogative sentence rule. As we know, we have mentioned at the beginning helping verb, at the after that we have mentioned subject plus been plus moving main verb form 1 plus ing plus object. Based on the rule only we have given here. Okay, I hope you understood the interrogative sentence rule, and let's have a last one, that is double interrogative sentence rule. Here also, as per the interrogative sentence rule, remaining will be same as per the interrogative only, and we have only mentioned WH family at the beginning as we studied in previous other tenses also. Okay, here WH family plus had plus subject plus been plus main verb form 1 plus ing plus object plus since or for at the end question mark. Based on this rule only we have given the examples. Okay, let's have examples. Here also we have using helping verb had been. Examples are, what had she been cooking since 5 o'clock? Means here what is the WH family word, right? Had is the helping verb, she is the subject, been, cook is a main verb form 1, at the end ing since 5 o'clock. At the end we have mentioned question mark. I hope you understood, right? Where had they been studying English for 3 hours? When had he been playing basketball since noon? Why had we been waiting for the bus for 30 minutes? How long had the worker been repairing the road? What had she been reading for 2 hours? Which show had they been watching since morning? Whose bed had he been sleeping on the 10 hours? How had we been talking on the phone for a long time? What had the dog been barking at since midnight? Why had she been working on her project for days? How far had they been traveling around Europe? Which subject had he been studying for the exam since morning? Where had we been driving for hours without a break? What had the children been playing outside for hours? When had she been waiting for him since noon? Who had they been working with the garden for hours? How had he been exercising at the gym since morning? Where had we been enjoying the party for hours? What had the baby been crying for? What had the baby been crying about the hours? These are the examples of interrogative sentence rule. Here only we need to mention WH family at the beginning. Rest of things are as per the interrogative sentence rule. I hope you understood the past perfect continuous tense, all form structures, rules, and with example I have given. Let's meet into the next video.
Thank you for joining Learn for Growth English Communication series. If you enjoyed enhancing your language skill with us, don't forget to hit subscribe and stay tuned for a more exciting journey into the world of effective communication. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.